Hello, my friends, and welcome to Life in Northern Virginia, my very first episode, where I'm going to help you understand what it's like to live here in Northern Virginia and what it has to offer you, no matter who you are, no matter what age you are, no matter what job you do, and no matter where you're coming from. So today, I'm actually going to go the extra mile and help a homeowner who is preparing her home for sale. And we have been through a lot already. When I first entered the home, I realized that, the carpet hadn't been replaced in 30 years. But beyond that, there were a lot of roaches. And there were a lot of rats. And they had 5 dogs and 1 bird and multiple people living in the home. And it wasn't that I was disgusted. It wasn't that at all. It was like, wow, we've got a lot of work to do. And she doesn't have any help. So my goal is to really go the extra mile for her, and not everyone needs this. So this morning, I'm renting a U-Haul truck, a 10-foot U-Haul truck, and I'm going to pick it up, drive it to her house. Hired 2 guys from U-Haul, and we're going to move a ton of boxes, a ton of furniture into a storage unit. Step 1 of clearing out her house. Of course, we already had pest control in there to give their monster roach removal process, which I have chosen not to detail on my Facebook page, but I might because, this is not something that just she has. This is something that people have, and they have to deal with mice, rats, roaches, bugs, bees, wasps, everything that infests in your walls. I mean, the thermal imaging finds infestations behind people's walls all the time. You just don't know they're there. Basically, today's episode is about a helper mentality. Now, recently this week, I wrote an article that I published or sent to my editor at inman.com, and it was titled Quietly Winning. Because if you're out in the news at all, you've probably heard of the term quietly quitting, which does not mean that you're out there or anyone's out there quitting their job. It means they're simply pulling back, taking more time for themselves, had less engagement, less motivation in their job, doing only what you will get paid for, bare minimum. Basically, you're withdrawing from your actual position of your job in your career and with the people that you work with because you simply are burned out. But if you do that as a real estate professional, you're basically guaranteeing that you will not have a job in probably 3 to 6 months. So Quietly Winning is an article that I wrote with that in mind, is the opposite of quietly quitting, but it's not the hustle mentality. It's what can you do to quietly win without being in the hustle mentality? And I know that people give real estate agents such a hard time and equate them to car salesmen. Like we would sell anything. We would sell the gold out from under you if it was in your mouth. That is not true. Some of us are that good at negotiating, but that is not true. And by the way, if we are, you damn sure should hire us. Quietly winning is about the helper mentality. And actually in the article, I call it the helper culture. And today is an example of that. Not to prove the article, but simply because this woman needs help. She doesn't have a lot of family. I actually sold her multiple cousins' home, one that passed away, her brother that passed away. So a lot of people have passed and she doesn't have a lot of help. And everyone else is help for hire, So what are you doing today, wherever you live, whether it's in Northern Virginia or not? What are you doing today to propel the helper culture? Go help someone today. Go do something today and don't ask for anything in return. Go help someone today that they're not directly asking you for help, but they're telling you they need something. This is not money, okay? This is anything but money, unless it's like $10. This is not money. This is helping someone where you're not asking for something in return because you cannot outgive the universe. That is why. There's absolutely no way that you can help people get what they want without getting what you want. And that's not a selfish thing. It's just a fact of the universe. It is literally a law of the universe. You cannot outgive the universe. Comment on your feedback on what you think and what you did to help someone today or yesterday or that you decide to do tomorrow. And I'll talk to you guys in the next podcast.